Again, guys, welcome back to the channel. And today we've got an amazing lineup of content for you guys today. From inspirational, need to know, mind opening, secret, classified, So thank you for tuning in to Chosen One TV. Like, comment, and subscribe. Watch the video from start to finish, guys, so you can really get the point of what's going on. And again, like I say, it takes nothing to press the subscribe button, guys. Press the subscribe button, turn on your notification bell so you can know all of the upcoming content. As soon as I drop them, you guys can get them. And again, like I say, thanks for tuning in to Chosen One TV. So, Chosen One TV, Enlightened One, let's get it, guys.
And dear motherfucking light people, this my last motherfucking month paying $1,200 for some motherfucking lights. Well, Mr. Washington, the system is fighting so much harder to keep your house cool. Fuck a system! I fight hard every motherfucking day. Come telling me about how hard a motherfucking system fight. It's supposed to motherfucking fight. Mr. Washington, you ever thought about getting a smaller place? You ever thought about getting some lower motherfucking rates? A motherfucking smaller place. Fuck small. I'm on my motherfucking way now. I sleep in my motherfucking cars before I pay y'all $1,200 for some motherfucking lights. Come cut them off. Cut them off. Fuck about this shit. The motherfucking piss me off. Ain't no motherfucking way no light's supposed to be this motherfucking high.
Fuck you motherfuckers! Y'all done raised fuel prices up! Fuel prices is up! I just got back into the business and y'all done raised the freaking fuel prices up! Y'all done raised the prices up $5 a gallon for fuel? Are y'all crazy? Are y'all crazy? What is going on? What is going on? I'm tired of this. I'm tired. I just got back into trucking and y'all done raised the fuel prices so high? Are y'all crazy? This shit don't make no sense. This don't make no fucking sense. I'm pissed. I'm pissed. And I'm going off for all of y'all. It's all of y'all fault. Dang. Like, y'all see this sign? This sign says $4.99 a gallon. This is what trucking has come to? Shit.
Off about fucking utility bills here in the state of Indiana and all over the country, but let me tell you this fucking bullshit. So first of all, I want to go over how much money I've spent in the last 3 months on my fucking electric bill. 3 months ago it was $580, then $608, then $578, more than double than the fucking months before. But now we're finding out with an investigative discovery here at the news that some people were receiving utility bills of $14,000. $14,000 for a utility bill for a single family home. So obviously there's investigation starting with that. But just 6 days ago, the Indiana Regulatory Commission said that they were bringing in the utility companies to investigate them for price gouging and rampant fraud. That's when BlackRock, along with a Swedish private equity firm, bought our fucking utility company. So even though AES, the utility company, was being investigated for price gouging, I guess nothing will happen to them. And probably the CEO will leave with a golden parachute on the way out, right? Fuck you. So I'm going to be very clear when I talk about utility companies.
This may be a little controversial, but celebrities are not shit. They are where they are and making the money that they make because of us. You guys put these people on a fucking pedestal, and do they really even deserve to be there? The ones that are speaking up against the injustice in this fucked up country right now, good for you. The ones that are teaching awareness and helping awakenings for our collective souls right now, good for you. So many of them are just led on fucking greed. It's disgusting. People are normalizing lust for our younger generation, and it makes me fucking sick. And us as people need to be speaking up about the injustice that is happening in the world right now. How the fuck is nobody saying anything? How are we letting these fucking people get away with this shit?
You all do know that Mayor Mamdani's rent freeze is to literally help you and me and people like us, correct? Because landlords historically, especially in cities like New York, keep raising the rent because they're not mature and responsible enough to set money aside. See, a landlord is basically a business owner. That property is theirs. They rent it out to people. Now, people are expected to pay rent. The majority of people do, otherwise they'd be evicted. But what landlords do is waste their money with gambling, addiction, and other means. So, to offset that cost, they raise your rent by $25, $35, $50, or $100 that month with little to no notice whatsoever. And that is what's going on in New York and other big cities left and right across the country. What a rent freeze does is allows you, working 60 hours a week, barely making it, to have the ability to say, well, at least my rent is only this much and that's all it's going to be. And the catch is, this isn't all across the board. It's only at certain points and certain types of properties, okay? It's not for all landlords, but this is going to help a little over 1 million New Yorkers be able to have a sigh of relief and say, okay, at least I know my rent will only be this much, so I can set money aside and make sure I pay rent. Even if that lazy-ass landlord, again, this happens all the time, blows their money on blow, prostitutes, gambling, alcohol, drugs, what have you, and tries to pass that cost along to their tenants. That's what a landlord does in New York. And Mayor Mamdani's rent freeze is to literally stop that from happening. So if you're against this, you're just a fucking idiot. And that's the truth.
Every morning in America, tens of millions of people are waking up and they're saying, how am I going to put food on the table for my kid? How am I going to fill up the gas tank when gas is $4.50 a gallon? What happens if my car breaks down and I can't get to work? And if I can't get to work, I lose my job. If I lose my job, how's my family going to survive? What happens when my dad gets sick and he can't afford prescription drugs when my kid gets sick? How am I going to put away a few bucks so maybe I can retire with dignity? Half of older workers in America have nothing in savings right now as they face retirement. So every day, workers get up, they worry about their kids, they're worried about their parents, they're worried how they're going to pay their rent, their mortgages, and it eats away at you. It eats away at you physically, and it eats away at you emotionally. And people struggle, and they die younger than they should. What we need to do is to tell the ruling class of this country they cannot have it all.
Is anyone else completely sick and tired of living in America where you're expected to work your entire life? Like, we are not here to work. Our jobs are not our lives. Our jobs are not our purpose. Like, everyone asks me, like, what's your job? What are you doing with your life? Like, I'm just trying.
America, please get me out of this place. I'm tired. I'm losing my shit. Tired. I'm fucking tired. I'm fucking tired.
Is anyone else just exhausted of living in the United States? I'm so tired. It's exhausting living here.
Anyone currently on social media, especially those at the beginning of this video, that are currently bitching and complaining about how hard they have it here in the United States and the fact that they just honestly don't want to live here, need to watch this movie behind me. Both versions, 1984 and the 2012 version. Both movies are centered around the United States being formally invaded and Americans forced to realize just how good they really had it living in America when they are about to lose all the freedoms that America gave them.
If I was a Republican member of Congress and I'm listening to President Trump, the only words that enter my mind are, oh God, no, what are you doing? And that is because the issue has not gone away at all. Google searches for affordability. Look at this, up 500% this week versus the pre-2026 average. In fact, Johnny B, they reached, you have it going across the top of your screen, reached an all-time, well, I couldn't get the pen. There we go. All-time high this week. So no, the issue of affordability isn't going away. There's a reason why Republicans wanted this legislation not just passed, but signed into law by the President of the United States, because this is the issue, of course, that got Donald Trump elected in the first place, and they want to be able to give their voters something, their members of Congress something, so that the voters perhaps, don't vote him out of office come November.
Affordability, an all-time high for searches
An
this week?
all-time high this week. Affordability.
I don't quite think people in the United States realize the difference in the products they consume here versus other parts of the world. And, no, absolutely not. Brits fly over here, and actually we had my barber, my barber Damon, and he flew over here to give me a haircut last week. He said, oh gosh, I don't feel good. He said, I went and got some food here and I really just don't feel good. And he says, every time I come over here, I don't feel good. And me and my team, we used to fly over here before I moved here for a couple of weeks a year to film this show. And whenever we'd fly back, not only would I be much fatter, but we'd all feel a little bit more like sluggish, is the way I'd describe it, from eating the food here. And it almost felt quite clear that there's like something in the food that our bodies just isn't used to.
Funny, every time someone in Michigan complains about the cost of living, it's just chalked up to inflation. But somehow the biggest corporations, they keep posting record profits, and the billionaires keep getting richer. We're all expected to tighten our belt while the people at the top just keep adding another zero to their bank account.
The guy has been a complete and total failure, so have Republicans, and the American people know it, which is why, at this point in time, Donald Trump is at record low approval ratings. He's at extinction level approval ratings for Republicans in the House and increasingly in the Senate. And as Democrats, listen, we've been clear. Our objective is to lower the high cost of living, to make sure that everyday Americans, when they work hard and play by the rules, can live an affordable life, a comfortable life, and a good life. We're going to fix our broken healthcare system. We're going to clean up corruption. We're going to get ICE under control. And we're going to end this reckless and costly war of choice one way or the other.
What a joke. A governor publicly mocks Donald Trump while hundreds of Trump supporters lose their jobs. Kellogg's historic factory in Omaha is shutting down permanently, leaving 450 workers unemployed. This industrial setback has triggered a fierce, intense storm on social media because the state has given tremendous support to Trump based on promises of a manufacturing revival that critics argue never materialized. With thousands of jobs lost across the local region, the closure has become a symbol for those who believe protectionist promises have failed to stop corporate restructuring. Another story generating attention online involves a visual jab from the governor of New York's office. After the Treasury Secretary reportedly announced a proposal for an official $250 bill featuring Trump's image, New York's press office responded with an alternative edited design that replaced the presidential portrait with a controversial image of Trump appearing to be asleep during a court proceeding. While critics mocked what they described as grandiose ambitions, Trump's supporters condemned the move as an inappropriate, controversial attack.
What the mayor doesn't say is that these buildings will soon turn into ghettos and slums, and that everybody will continue leaving New York. And as this spreads throughout the country, very much like an uncontrollable form of cancer, the country itself will be taken down. It will be third world, strictly third world.
For those of you that are curious about what Donald Trump is actually talking about, it's because of this right here.
New York, the Independent Rent Guidelines Board just froze the rent. That means if you're one of the more than 2 million New Yorkers who lives in a rent-stabilized apartment, your rent's going to be frozen next year.
But first off, you guys, make sure you like this video, comment on this video, share this video, and make sure you drop me a follow. But what I find very interesting is Donald Trump tries to make it seem like every single American citizen in the United States of America is now going to go and try to get inside one of these rent-stabilized apartments inside New York or around the country if they actually start approving it nationwide. But newsflash, Donald, you have to qualify to live in inside a rent-stabilized apartment. There are certain qualifications and certain thresholds, especially financial thresholds, that you must qualify for to actually live there. So not every single American actually qualifies for this. But at the same time, right now today, Donald Trump is still putting on hold a signing of a bill, the housing bill, that essentially helps lower the cost of housing for Americans, all Americans nationwide. Donald Trump is refusing to sign that bill right now. So who is actually looking out for the American citizens? The president, who is refusing to sign a bill that could essentially help lower the cost of housing for every American in the United States of America, or a mayor in New York that is looking out for his citizens in his district who are struggling to afford the cost of living? Let me know your thoughts in the comments.
Black Americans have absolutely no reason to defend America, to fight for America, to honor America, until we give reparations. Now, before y'all lose your shit and start saying, I didn't have any slaves, slavery was over 100 years ago, chill the fuck out, all right? Because that's not what we're talking about. This did not end 100 years ago. Slavery was not the end of all discrimination. It was not the end of all wealth being stripped and taken from Black Americans. Reconstruction era, Jim Crow era, Civil Rights era, the crack epidemic, there's not a point in time where America was not putting down Black Americans, taking their wealth from them, and preventing them from building capital. I went through and listed a whole bunch of Black towns that were destroyed by angry white mobs. Many of these towns were self-sufficient, and many of them had very wealthy Black residents like Jack Hawley, who had like 700 acres, a granary, a general store that was taken from him and never given back. He never got any reparations for it. That is wealth and capital that could have been passed on generationally that was stopped by white America. And it wasn't just the angry racist mobs that were causing this wealth inequality. Even though that alone should qualify for reparations, there was also the redlining. There was also the U.S. highways that destroyed neighborhoods. There was gentrification that's still happening today. In a capitalist society, those who have capital will get more capital. Those who don't have capital, even what they have will be taken from them. So while white Americans got to pass on their capital, their wealth, generation after generation, Black Americans and brown Americans had to restart over and over. Have y'all not played Monopoly? Do you know what happens when one person owns all the properties? It gets a lot less fun to play for the rest of the people. Shit, when I played Monopoly, we were ready to fight each other. My siblings, we hated each other after that game. If you were winning, you were just rubbing it in everybody else's face, and the losers were always having the worst time and end up flipping the damn board over. That is literally a perfect analogy of what is happening today. Black Americans are flipping the board over. They're tired of the game because the game has never suited them. It's getting boring. So how do we give out reparations? At this point, it would be damn near impossible to do it based on race, okay? There's so much mixing, what percentage, who would get it, it would just make a whole big mess. So that's why most people immediately stop thinking about reparations. Oh, we can't even do it. That'd be too complicated. But there is a way to do it. Y'all just don't want to give reparations. You could set up reparations that are not just cash. You're not just giving out stimulus checks. You could set it up to where people in these zip codes that were redlined can get loans, interest-free loans for houses, for businesses. Reparations does not have to be cash. It could be education. It could be welfare. It could be housing. To prevent people from gentrifying these areas because of these loans, you do it based on income. This would also benefit not only Black Americans, but Mexican Americans, Native Americans, Hawaiians, even Puerto Ricans. The entire island of Puerto Rico would qualify for this. Germany gave out reparations, okay? And they apologized. They sincerely apologized for what they did. And now look at their nation. It's one of the best places to live in the world. Hands down. Your social benefits are there. You have unlimited sick days. You have paid time off. You have affordable food, affordable housing. These are all things that were made possible because they paid reparations. I would argue if they never paid reparations, they would not have as great of a society as they do, because the people changed. The hearts of the people changed. And that's what has never happened in America. And even if this whole thing flops and nobody's life gets better because of reparations, right? At least we have shown people that we are changed by heart and that we care and that we want these communities to do better. And that would actually give these people in these communities a reason to care about America, a reason to fight for freedom. Right now, they have no reason. We've never given them a reason because we've never truly apologized. We've never rectified what happened. And until that day happens, we are going to be divided in this country.
I love living in Michigan, but it is getting more and more challenging to live in the automobile capital of the world during this affordability crisis. 4 years ago, my husband and I made the decision to see how long could we last sharing one car. We live in Detroit to just get ahead financially, and we're still doing it. We're really hoping to go back to 2 cars soon, but it just feels like that goal gets further out of reach every day with these Trump tariffs and policies that are driving up the cost of everything, gas, the cost of a car. I feel lucky that I live where I can walk to work, to a grocery store. There are some public transit options. I don't know what I would do without the bikes, the scooters. It's a sacrifice, but most Michiganders can't make that sacrifice. We are not known for our walkable cities, but I think we've all been sacrificing in ways that work for our own families, and we should talk about it more. Not having a car used to feel like a sacrifice I was making for myself and for my family to save up to buy a house, save up to travel, and now it feels like we're all making these sacrifices for these out-of-touch leaders who are making poor decisions to benefit themselves and their billionaire friends. So if you're making transportation sacrifices or any sacrifices to deal with this affordability crisis, I would love to hear about it, and I think our Senate Republicans should hear about it as well.
Guess what? Today, President Trump was out here talking about America will never be a socialist country. America will never be a communist country, when he just asked for $11 billion in subsidies for farmers because capitalism is killing American agriculture. His capitalistic war in the Mideast is not allowing fertilizer to get to American agriculture. So it's failing all around. It's killing people, right? And people are afraid and ready to do something else.
Yeah.
So God put this on my spirit to let y'all know. Ain't no reward in being the good person. The reward is in being the real person. Hold on. I'm going to ruffle a couple feathers with this one. But somebody got to keep it real. Because at the end of the day, yes, you can have a big heart. Yes, you can do for people. Yes, you can love on people. But if you don't have the capacity, but if those people don't deserve it, if them people ain't even worth it, if God didn't call you to do it or help those people, why would you do that to yourself? See, being a good person get you to fake ass relationships. See, being a good person have you people pleasing. See, being a good person gets you used. Being a good person will have you lying to yourself and lying to other people to keep the peace. Being the good person will have you with unhealthy relationships around you. Gonna have you in the wrong business relationships. Gonna have you in the wrong connections because you wasn't upfront with yourself, because you wasn't real with yourself, because you didn't use your discernment and you didn't ask God, is this for me or is this because I feel like this should be for me? Because I want this. Being the real person gives you the real relationships. Being the real person gives you the healthy relationships. Being the real raw person shows you who's genuinely for you and who's not. Being the real person, you get to show up authentic. And you ain't got to put on no show. You ain't got to put on no mask. And no matter how good you are, you can still be the good person and fuck people up. Because you handicapping people. Because you keep stepping in front of people's karma, now the karma hitting you instead of them. Because you keep doing what God didn't tell you to do. Why you keep helping that person that don't help themselves? Why do you keep trying to help somebody that keeps wanting to lie to themselves? Why do you want to keep fucking up your peace for somebody that's fucking up your peace? Why do you keep people in your life that take you for granted, that don't value you how you value them? God ain't told you to go out here and lose your peace for nobody. God ain't told you to go out here and lose yourself for nobody. God ain't told you to give more love to somebody than you give to your motherfucking self. Your feelings tell you to do that. Your trauma tell you to do that. The way you was raised told you to do that. Hold on. See, a lot of times, people's identity wants to be stuck on, I'm the good person. People shouldn't do me like that because I'm the good person. People should want to help me like I help them because I'm the good person. And again, it's okay to have a big heart. It's okay to love. But if it don't come with boundaries, if it don't come with discernment, if it don't come with you saying, all right, I can give a little, but I can't give too much because I ain't got too much to give. You only hurting your damn self. Not them people, not the devil, not God. You hurting yourself because you keep putting yourself in positions because you want to be the good person. I don't want nobody looking me wrong. I don't want nobody looking at me like I'm bad. At the end of the day, being real gonna keep you away from all that. Being real, speaking up, being honest, keeping boundaries, go ahead and let you know who needs to be in your life. I gotta do what God got for me to do, not what this world got for me to do. Trust me, I had to learn the hard way my damn self, okay? Because I was raised to think you put everybody before yourself. I was raised to think you could just love people, love people, and that's gonna help them do better. Fuck all that. No, it's not. If somebody don't love themselves, baby, you can't love them into loving themselves. You can direct people, but baby, you can't make people do the work. You'll think because you give patience, you give grace, you speak up from time to time, you let people piss you off until you're ready to fucking kill them. You give them time to keep hurting you, keep doing shit, and you're like, okay, maybe they're gonna understand, like, I've been good this whole time, I've loved you, I've given you all of me, so you're gonna respect me, you're gonna be faithful to me, you're gonna do right by me. No. If people don't want to do better, they're not. If people ain't getting themselves together, you can't get them together. You can't change nobody. People got to want to change their damn self. I used to cry like, God, why do people keep doing me wrong? I ain't done nothing to nobody. I wouldn't do them like that. Whole time God is like, because you keep letting them. I told you not to deal with them. I put something in your spirit that told you they ain't right. But your feelings, but that love you got for them, but your trauma, the ways you've been raised, all these fucked up things that's going to keep you stuck in this situation. Instead of trusting the discernment I've given you, instead of trusting the signs I'm giving you, instead of trusting what them people showing you up front. And stop trying to bank on people's potential. Stop trying to bank on what you feel. Stop trying to bank on because you care. Oh, I'm like this, so they're going to show up like this. No! God, like, I didn't tell you to be connected to any and everybody. Did you even ask me, was that your people? Did you even ask me, should you work with them? Did you even ask me, should you connect with them? Because at the end of the day, you're making choices on your own. You letting the world show you things instead of letting me keep you aligned with what's for you. So God be like, instead of being real with yourself and real with people, you want to people please. You want to dim your light. You want to keep operating in your traumas, in your feelings, instead of the facts, instead of what's in your face, instead of what people keep showing you, instead of what I keep telling you. You want to keep operating the wrong way. So I'm going to keep letting them folk fuck you up. I'm going to keep letting them folk hurt you. I'm going to keep letting it happen. Hands up. Because until you come to me and say, Lord, you got it. Take the wheel, direct me, and let me lead. Let me align you to the right people. Let me tell you those people are for you. Let me align the right opportunities to you. Let me connect you with the right business people. Let me do that. Because what might look good or feel good ain't always healthy for you. Ain't always right for you. It might look good to the eyes, but it's going to fuck your spirit up. It's going to take your energy away. It's going to take your peace away. All connections are not the right connection. Don't try to take any and everything just because of some money or because of survival. All these things I'm trying to get you out of. Because one thing God continues to show me, people are who they are. You need to go ahead and fix what's in you that keeps allowing that shit. You need to go ahead and correct yourself. You need to be honest with yourself when you are the problem. Once somebody show you who they are and you continue to deal with them, you continue to lie to yourself, you continue to give them grace when they already fucked up the grace that you gave, when you continue to bank on people's potential, when you continue to let people play in your face, you the problem. Not God, not the devil, you, not them. They already shown you who they are. You have the choice to allow these things. Being the real person gives you the respect. Being the real person gives you the peace. Being the real person gives you the real honest relationships around you. Being the real person gives you the alignment that you need from God. You can keep that good heart and still be real with yourself and other motherfuckers and say, if God ain't got it for me, if God don't want that for me, I don't want it, not doing it, don't want to be connected to it no more. Because one thing about it, if they ain't good with themselves, they not going to be good for you. If they not healthy for themselves, they not going to be healthy for you. If they not real with themselves, they not going to be real with you. So you got to do it for yourself. Don't go out here trying to prove your worth, prove yourself to people. The real people that God got for you in your life is going to respect you and understand your character and love you for who you are. You keep healing, you keep growing and doing what God got for you to do. So stop betraying yourself and stop self-sabotaging by trying to be the good person and be the real motherfucker.